do the broadcasting, so I'm going to come in.
Towards the west, this race is going to go right to the foot of Anguilla, then turn up past a series of hotels and into Blowing Point. Actually, it's known as the Errol Romney race. Yeah, Curtis reminded me of 7 boats. The first one we are approaching now is the Satellite. So that means that the Satellite is in 7th place. We are seeing the Malahana sail markings just before us. So that is actually one of the west ends on the inner side. On the inner side, we are seeing the Sonic. Just inside the Sonic, we are seeing another west end entry, look like a wizard. So, yep, it is this Sonic where we are coming around at the moment. The Light and Peace just before us. So right in the Four Seasons area now as we go towards the west. A fantastic day for sailing here. We have the 7 boats, as I've said, and they are going towards the west quite nicely. The wind seemed to have dropped a bit today. We are looking up towards Malahana if we turn towards the east, and our earlier delay has been due to actually things not being in place, having to wait for certain members to join the crew. And in the far distance to the south is the Bush Boys, but not too far behind the boats just in front. And at some distance from me, I can see the markings and the sail of the Real Deal. So we have the UFO, we have the we have the Wizard, we have the Sonic, we have the Bush Boys, all in that little foursome there. And right in front of me we have the Light and Peace. So that's accounting for 5. With the Satellite in the back, that is 6, and just in front of me. And
you want to talk?
Okay, I'm getting some instructions there from the cameraman. We right out in front, leading the race at the moment is the real deal, and we are heading towards the west of the western part of West End. This is the August Wednesday, the usual August Wednesday Errol Romney race, and so in another 2 hours we'll know what's happening. Right in front of us, the Light and Peace, about 2 boat lengths behind it, if so much the Sonic. Then inside the Sonic is the Wizard, but the Real Deal probably maybe 15 or so boat lengths away, if not a little further than the nearest boat on the inner side of the race at the moment. So we are now looking at Four Seasons Resort. and we are looking at it on a very cool day. A bit of breeze coming from the northeast, same as yesterday. And I'm getting a general pass by Curtis Love, and.
Yeah, thanks a lot, my brother. Ralph, I'm getting mixed up now between Ralph and Mr. Cool. Yes, but the real deal, we are on the run here. August Wednesday, Errol Rumley boat race. August Wednesday, Errol Rumley's boat race. One of our legendary boat captains. We don't have enough days in the week to give every legend a day for himself. But today belongs to Errol Rumley from Blowing Point. And we are sailing from Standing Ground into his hometown village of Blowing Point. That is also where I was raised, in Blowing Point. Right now we are on the run. We are about 400 feet outside of Four Seasons Hotel. We are to the foot of Meads Bay, to the head of Barnes Bay. And I'll give you the positions of the boats right now on the run. The Real Deal didn't perform yesterday, but she is now about 2 minutes leading on the run here, going into Barnes Bay. The UFO is windward of all the boats, so I'll give her second. And third will go to the Bush Boys. Fourth will go to the Wizard. The Lighting Piece will get fifth. The Sonic will be sixth. And the Satellite, which I'm happy to see today, didn't race for 2 days. Whatever the situations they had is now under control, I believe. The Satellite is in position number 7. And if you have a little child at home that understands, there are only 7 boats racing today. So the Satellite is last right now. Satellite 7th. The Sonic 6th, Lighting Piece 5th, the Wizard 4th, the Bush Boys 3rd, the UFO 2nd, and the Real Deal in position number 1. We are just now opening up the middle of Barnes Bay. It's a beautiful race. It's a beautiful day to be out on the sea. And today, Captain Zeeks has a lot of company today. We have a rule. We don't go to sea without the ladies. And today we have a lot of friends. We have friends from New York. We have friends from Miami. We have friends from Martinique, Guadeloupe, St. Martin. We have a lot of friends today following this race with us. So we're going to enjoy this race. We are racing into Blowing Point, up to the harbor of Blowing Point. And it's going to be an interesting race. We had a very interesting race on Sunday, one on Monday, and yesterday was a mind-blowing experience for me. I thought I would come no lower than second or third, but the Bush Boys sneaked in 10 seconds before the close of the race, took away my third place and pushed me down, one more down the charts to fourth. I believe the Sonic was more surprised because the Sonic was second for the entire length of that race, and it must have been painful for Eddie to lose that race in the last 5 minutes. I believe last night he would have laid on his back for a while, looked at his roof, and he may have had pain in places he never knew he had feeling. But we are here on the run in the foot of Barnes Bay now, the Real Deal in first place, the UFO in second, the Bush Boys in third, the Wizard running fourth, the Lighting Piece running fifth, the Sonic running sixth, the Satellite 2 or 3 minutes behind running in seventh place. I now turn you over to Mr. Cool, the legend Harris himself.
Okay, sir.
August Wednesday, from Standing Ground to Blowing Point. Participating in the race, as they told you, is 7 boats. There was the Real Deal, the UFO, the Bush Boys, Lighting Piece, Wizard, Sonic, and can't remember. See the network behind. But anyhow, there are 7 boats participating, and yesterday was a very exciting race, and we saw the fight. We saw the fight between. We saw the fight between the Lighting Piece, not between the Wizard and the Sonic, and then we saw the the second place was captured by the Bush Boys, and today we got on the outer side here. You got the Sonic on the far north. We got the Light and Peace just in front of her, and we got the Wizard in front of both of them. So they are flowing down westerly, and you seen the Real Deal is leading the pack right now. We know she's a very good runner, but she was. I think that the UFO have taken some strides off her. So pushing in the pack is the Real Deal, UFO, Bush Boys, Light and Peace, Wizard, and Sonic. And that's the way it is. And the what's the name of the boat all the way in the back? Satellite. The Satellite is all the way in the back. So that's the way it goes. We're heading down on a gentle slope, no problems. Heading down, and it seems as though for that short minute, you can see the Light and Peace the Real Deal had opened up the gap a little bit, and there comes the Bush Boy coming down on the UFO, and the Light and Peace and the Wizard neck and neck with the Sonic right behind him. So it's going to be a very exciting race today. I can tell you what's going to happen from now, even without seeing it. What's going to happen? They're going to go around the front. Let me go to bed. Sweetie pie, you're going to have to give me a little room here. No, that's all right. Just push the legs over a little bit. I don't think you mind if I pull it, right? Nice. Okay. There we got now. Here we go to packs. 7 boats in the contention. Leading the pack is done by the Real Deal. Okay, good. And following the Real Deal is the UFO. And after the UFO is the Bush Boys. We know that there was a big fight yesterday between the Wizard and the Sonic. And with that, Bush Boys pushed herself in between, snuggle in, and capture the second prize. Today, we don't know what's going to happen. And we got the Wizard is right now is in 6th place, and the Satellite is in 4th place. So, no, it's in 7th place. 7th place. Yeah. So we're heading west. I see now. The Light and Peace now has, since she reached, this is her area. This is where she's from. Right across from us is the owner of the Light and Peace. So you know, Spadby, I could tell you exactly where we are, and there comes the Wizard right behind of her. So the Light and Peace is now say, "I've had enough of you all." She's a very good runner, I must admit that, and she's now showing us. She get that southeast wind coming there, and she's going on. She's going down from on the outside here, where the UFO isn't getting that much on the inside, but she's getting it from here, and they're flowing westerly. It's going to be a very interesting race because I can see what's going to happen as they get around to Sail Rock and they get around there. They're going to bounce back to the land, pick up get the wind off the land, and they're going to go up. This is going to be an exciting race today. So for all those in St. Thomas, St. Croix, Tortola in particular, and wherever you are, you're listening to Clean Stream bringing you this punch by punch. With leading the pack is none other than the Real Deal. And the people from El Harbor, you know, this man, the cameraman is from Island Harbor, so you know he enjoy showing himself off. So she's in 2nd place right now. She's about 4 or 5 boat lengths behind the Real Deal, and coming down on her is the Bush Boys. And the thing now, you look, the Sonic is coming on the outside. On the outsider, trying to make a room, whether she's trying to take the wind out the Light and Peace sail or what, but they're trying to get this I tell you, with the race yesterday, I know it's going to be a real dog eat dog. Cling to that YouTube. Get on that live screen, and clean stream, and we'll be bringing you as we go. Flowing down between the rock, the little rock in between and Guala is the boats now. All of them going on the inside. Look like the Light and Peace will take on the outside, and they're going to flow down to the west. Well, someone asked me when I think that the boats are going to reach up to Blown Point. I tell them, I told them definitely it will be between 4:30 and 4:45. So, but to me now the wind has shifted a little bit more to the south, and I can feel the wind on my face as I'm going westerly. I can feel the wind hitting you from the south. So, if the wind is kept there, then something is going to happen. And saying that, but look, from that short moment, look how the UFO picked up that breeze, that wind that hit me in my face, right in the center there, and flowed gently down on the real deal. So she's, UFO has closed up. You have closed up that gap, real good. And Bush Boys now getting it. And look how they're flowing down. But the most interesting part, and I must say that yesterday, one of our co-hosts, what he did, he had to go buy a lot of white sugar yesterday. I don't know how many pounds he bought. How many pounds of sugar you bought?
Hey, where my sugar?
Okay.
I'll bring sugar with me.
So leading the pack, leading the pack, Captain. Leading the pack is real deal. And now you can see how close that the UFO came down and cut off. She's just about.
Cameraman, come pick up this back here now. Come back here, the girls gonna sit bag of sugar back in both ways.
Can't pass under that room.
Come up here. You can. Let's hold the sugar and say bags of sugar back in both ways. Bags of sugar back in both ways. You say bags of sugar back in both ways.
Bags of sugar back in both
Say
ways.
Bags of sugar back in both ways.
Bags of sugar back in both
Oh,
ways.
you're so sweet. Bags of sugar back in both ways.
All right. Okay, gentlemen. Show us the sugar. That's the sugar he lost yesterday. He went and bought it back today. There it is. Yeah. Now, ladies, where are you from?
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island? Wow. And where are you from? All from Rhode Island?
Yeah.
Okay.
And today's her birthday.
Oh, happy birthday to you all.
That's why.
So
she came out to enjoy herself for her birthday.
Oh, that's great.
Yes.
Wish you all the best. Your birthday? Damn. And your birthday too?
They are twins. They are twins.
Twin?
Yeah. Can't see.
I'll reserve my comment. I'll reserve my comment.
Say it, man. Set you free.
Say it loud.
Anyway, listen, I wish you all the best. And Anguilla is the best place to be. Once you come here once, you're bound to come back twice. Believe me, it's a nice, little relaxing place. Here as we go. So the first time you seen the boat race? Uh-huh. Yeah, tell me.
Yes, the real deal is still in front, but the UFO has closed in on her. The UFO is now just about 40 feet away from the stun of the real deal. And the UFO is about 40 feet away from the stun of the Bush Boys is 40 feet behind the UFO. Ralph wanted me to say 150 feet, Ralph?
Well, he's right.
Ralph says about 150 feet. So the real deal is 150 feet in front of the UFO. The UFO is 150 feet in front of the Bush Boys. The Bush Boys is 150 feet in front of the Wizard. The Wizard is 100 feet in front of the Sonic. And down the lee side of the Sonic is the Light and Peace. The Light and Peace and the Sonic is running neck and neck, 5th and 6th. And in the back, the Satellite which I'm happy to see today is coming. I'm glad to see the boats all race. They are very expensive. It's a lot of work to set up these boats, and it really pains me when they do not get a race. But the Satellite is here today. The Light and Peace is in 6th place. The Sonic is in 5th. The Wizard is in 4th. The Bush Boys is in 3rd. And the UFO is in 2nd. And the Real Deal is in 1st. We are just about 15 minutes now from the foot of Anguilla. And we are coming up on Little Angelita. The boats will hook around Little Angelita. They will put their heads to the south of St. Martin land, and they will trim their sails. They will go around the marker. They will sail towards St. Martin. And as you know, the trend for most of the races to Blowing Point is the boats stay on the inside of Anguilla. I don't think much boats will be going outside towards St. Martin. Everybody has learned the secret of the wind blowing down over the salt pond, down in Meads Bay, down in Shoal Bay West. So everybody tries to get inside west, down by Cove Castles area to pick up the wind. But we'll see today how the race is going. But for now, we are to the foot of the land. The Real Deal is in 1st place, 100 feet ahead of you in front of the UFO. And the UFO in 2nd place is 100 feet in front of the Bush Boys. The Bush Boys in 3rd place is 100 feet in front of the Wizard. It's a beautiful line. It's a very pretty line. Nobody can hang clothes on a line like this line. This is a beautiful line. And the Wizard is 4th, 100 feet in front of the Sonic. The Sonic is just a little bit windward by about 80 feet from the Light and Peace. And running behind is the Satellite in 7th place. So in the next 10 to 15 minutes, you're going to have a lot of action. The boats are going to be trimming their sails and sailing and tacking and maneuvering about up into Blowing Point. Stand by for Ralph. Stand by for Mr. Cool. Mr. Cool is... You can handle it? Are you too happy? Oh, you want to keep him occupied? Okay, these boys, they're looking to Lyman party today. So they put me to do the work today, no problem. The Real Deal has now opened the channel. If you know the channel between the foot of Anguilla and Angelita, it's a very dangerous channel. There's a very high rock there. If you don't know what you're doing, you have to be careful with your motorboat, with your sailboat. All boats who don't know the area has to go around the foot of the land. But the Real Deal, oh boy, we are seeing some seas here. Some seas running from west. It must come from a big boat though. I don't see a big boat, but those kind of waves normally come from a big boat. But anyway, the sea is pretty good today. But you have to be careful going between the channel of Anguilla and Little Angelita. There's a very high 2 heads in there. Right in front of the Real Deal. If you look right in front of the Real Deal, you see that white water? Those are 2 very dangerous high heads for boating. You have to be very careful. But whenever we are going to St. Martin, we don't go around Little Angelita. We go right between Anguilla and Little Angelita. Saves us about 10 minutes. And we power our motorboats to the south into St. Martin. But today it's all about sailboats. The Real Deal just caught some good wind. She's still leading. The UFO, about 150 feet in 2nd place. The Bush Boys has jumped on the stern of the UFO by a little bit. Ralph would say about 80 feet now. The Wizard has jumped on the stern of the Bush Boys by a little bit. Ralph would say 95 feet. And the Sonic is about 85 feet down the lee side of the Wizard. And the Light and Peace is just about 55 feet down the lee side of the Sonic. And Ralph is shaking his head, saying he agrees. So my measurement today is very good. I'm a mathematician, but I had never cut rope nor cloth. So I trust Ralph when it comes to distance more than I do. We have Ross, Oriel, Siaga, and they are out to sea, Lyman, watching the boat race. Bags of sugar back in boat race, says Siaga.
Well, you know the energetic Curtis Love. When he starts, he just can't stop. So give it to him. Leading the pack is none other than the Real Deal. Followed behind her is the UFO, and behind the UFO is the Bush Boys, and behind the Bush Boys is the Wizard. Then you got behind the Wizard is the Sonic, and the lighting piece is like on the outside of the Wizard is outside of Sonic, and neck and neck. So they're flying westerly, but the thing is that if you see how close these boats are keeping it together to make sure that they maintain, and we can see that the downward marker is down, is laid. So they'll go on that. The cameraman, the downward marker is laid. So they're going to go there. The first marker is down. So they're going to go from there, and this is going to be a beauty. You got your cameras, girls? You got your cameras? It's going to be nice, spectacular thing here right now. Come.
Happy birthday. How old are you now, honey?
Okay, both markers are laid. So, with no hesitation, you're going to see the Real Deal is going to go. The Real Deal will lay the pack, and once the Real Deal go first, they're going to be up and hugging towards to St. Martin. They're going up to Grand Cars, I should say. Not really to St. Martin, but they're going to Grand Cars. And then Grand Cars.
I want to catch them all down on the road. Everybody on the road. Watch out that line, boy. That's a pretty line. Woo! That's a pretty line. Look at that line. That's a pretty line. The Real Deal in first place. The UFO in second. The Bush Boys in third. Look at that line. The Wizard in fourth. The Sonic in fifth. Look at that line. Now, that's a pretty line. I come out to see, never expecting to see a line, and look a line there. The lighting piece in sixth place. The satellite in seventh. That is pretty. That is beautiful. That is really beautiful. I love it.
Well, this is the flamboyant Curtis Love. So you normally give it a thing. Remember, there comes the Real Deal going to the first marker. Real Deal to the first marker. As we are aware of the fact, once you come on the south side, you know the wind has completely changed. And now the wind is touching more in the southeasterly direction.